welcome back to Upside Down Disney. If you're new here, my name is Jess, and today I have a pretty huge Shop Disney outlet haul for you once again. But before we get into the haul, can we just real quick talk about my haircut? I chopped off like most of my hair recently. It was time. I needed a haircut. So now we got this cute little bisexual bob, as my best friend called it, going. And yeah, I'm kind of digging it. It's a little bit shorter than I wanted it to be, but we're rolling with it. We're rocking it. So, and I've got my Rainbow Connection shirt on from Magic Plus, because it is almost Pride Month. I'm filming this in the last week of May. So next Tuesday, I think, is June 1st, which is the start of Pride Month. So I figured why not break out the Pride tee a little bit early in celebration. So today, like I said, we have a Shop Disney outlet haul. I've been to the outlet a couple of times in the past couple of months, and both times I bought a lot of things because they had a lot of really good stuff and some pretty good deals. The first time I went, they had way better deals than the second time that I went recently. But just some of the items that they had this time around were just amazing items that I needed to have. So I'm gonna just show you everything that I've been picking up at my local Disney outlet. And some of these things I purchased last weekend. This video should be going up on Friday the 28th of May. And so these were things that I purchased the previous weekend. So yeah, there was just a whole bunch of really good things at the outlets recently, and these things were purchased, like I said, very recently. So just the weekend before I'm uploading this video. So definitely head to your local Disney Store outlet if you have one, and see what they have, because they've been getting some really good shipments in of stuff from the parks. A lot of really good pins too, which usually, I said this a couple of hauls ago, but my Disney Store outlet usually does not get a whole lot of pins, and they got a whole bunch this time. So I have a lot of stuff to show, so I'm just gonna get right into it because this might end up being a pretty long video. Also, if you hear any kind of noises in the background, my neighbors are having, I don't know if they're extending their driveway or what they're doing, but they have trucks digging up their front yard. So if you hear any noises, that's what that is, but I just don't really have any other time to film right now. Other than there is just a short little period of time when I get home from work before anybody else gets home that is perfect, opportune filming time. Otherwise, it is just too noisy in here. So yeah, this is the only chance I get. So unfortunately, you might just have to deal with that background noise a little bit, but I'll try to see what I can do about it if you can hear it. So first up is a whole big bag of things that I bought at the beginning of May. I am just gonna kind of reach in here and grab things and show. So first up is not a discounted outlet item. This is just a normal Disney Store item. Usually the Disney Store outlets will be kind of half outlet store, half regular Disney Store. So this was just a regular Disney Store item, and it is the 2021 Pride key. I just thought it was super adorable, and I am a sucker for anything Pride and rainbow, and even though it's just rainbow capitalism and whatever, I always buy Pride things with the hope that if stuff like this makes Disney enough money, and if any kind of shows or anything with inclusion get enough ratings and stuff like that, Disney will start to include more of it, and actual good better representation. So here on the key, you just have a little rainbow D, and then the little handle longer area here is rainbow, and then you have all kinds of Mickeys all over it. And then the end here says love, and then you have the castle with a little rainbow, which I just thought was such a cute little detail on it. So yeah, super love this. I'm trying to set up a little Pride area in my display, but we'll see how I'm able to do with that. But I definitely want to put this key there and a little Pride pin board and Pride Mickey and Minnie for the month of June. So that was just full price. I think $12.99 is the typical price for a Disney Store key right now. So that is how much I paid for that. Up next, I had so many spirit jerseys and clothes and things like that. So first up is this hooded spirit jersey, which, oh my gosh, this is a Walt Disney World one too. I didn't even realize that. That is perfect. I totally thought this was Disneyland. Okay, so it is a Walt Disney World hooded spirit jersey. I saw, who has this? I think Sammy from Just Sammy Things has one of these, and I saw her wearing it in a video, and I thought it was just the cutest little hoodie spirit jersey ever. So when I saw that they had them at the outlet, I absolutely had to pick it up. So it has a little hood, and you have the little like pull strings, and then on the back you have the typical Walt Disney World logo that is on Spirit jerseys. And then it has a little front pocket like an actual like hooded sweatshirt would. And this was originally $74.99 and I paid $51.98 for it. So definitely not as cheap as some of the other Spirit jerseys are when they end up at the outlet, but for being $75 originally, that was a pretty good deal. And then I did get an extra 10% with my Disney Visa card off of that as well. So yeah, I am just super stoked to have one of these. I think it's gonna be perfect for like just like a chill summer night where like you need like a little bit of a light jacket or a light sweatshirt or something, but you don't want like something too heavy, you know what I mean? Like those like chill nights at the beach or something, or like out by a fire or something. I just like, that's how I imagine wearing this outfit, and I'm just so excited about it. Up next, I got this Batu patch. So I've seen these there a couple of times when I went, and I never picked it up. But I saw that they still had them and they were only $3. So I figured that I would just pick one up. And it says on the Galaxy's Edge, Batu, and I just thought that this was super cute, and I'm eventually going to fill up a denim jacket with patches. So I'm gonna add this to that jacket, and this was originally $9.99 and I paid $3 for it. Up next, we have a couple of pins. One of them is a gift for my partner, so I'm leaving it in a little plastic, and these were just like full price pins that they had. And this one is a Hercules pin, and it says "Honey, you mean Huncules," and it has one of the muses on it. I just thought this was really adorable. My partner really likes Hercules, so I decided to pick it up, and this one was $9.99. And then this one I got for myself. It's an Alice in Wonderland one, and it says it's always tea time, and it's the Mad Hatter's hat. And then you have some teacups there as well. And I just thought this one was super adorable. And then this one was also $9.99. And then last up are two Star Wars items that I am super excited about. These are things that I did not think I would ever see at the outlet. I went like shortly after May the 4th to the outlets, and they had so much Star Wars stuff. It was like they just kind of like decided to ship out any old Star Wars items that they had to the outlets. I think because they did get so much new like merch and clothes and things like that in for May the 4th. They decided to just like send any of the old stuff to the outlets, and like they had some old May the 4th things from 2020, which was cool. So yeah, the things that I ended up getting were the Ahsoka Tano Her Universe like crop top, which I used to see this on Shop Disney and at the Disney store all the time, and I just never picked it up because Her Universe stuff is kind of expensive. This was originally a $40 t-shirt, and I ended up getting it for $18. So yeah, this was definitely something I was not going to buy myself full price, but I absolutely love it. It says Tano, and then it has like the little like pattern of her like hair, or whatever like you want to call the like blue and white striped like things on her head. There's probably a technical term for them, and then it just has like a little white stripe where it has her name, and then like it's all blue down at the bottom. And yeah, I just absolutely love this shirt. I thought it was so cute, and I love little like baggy crop tops like this to wear in the summertime. So I thought that this was super cute, and I just had to get it while they had it because I felt like they had sold out already and like didn't have them anymore. But I guess they still did, and they sent whatever was left to the outlet, so I was lucky enough to be able to get one. And then next up, I have yet another Spirit jersey. This one I am so excited about. So it is one of the Star Wars Spirit jerseys that released, I think it released maybe around May the 4th last year, a little bit before, and I just absolutely loved it and wanted it so bad, but just like could not bring myself to buy another Spirit jersey at full price. And then I don't know how, but I looked out and they ended up at the outlet, and it is the Hoth Spirit jersey. So it is this like gorgeous little like acid wash kind of blue color, and then you have Star Wars on the pocket there. And then down at the bottom, you just have like a little scene of Hoth. So you have the AT-ATs and all the like spears fighting each other at the little like Battle of Hoth from the beginning of the movie. And then the back of the Spirit jersey says Hoth across it in like big block lettering. Yeah, so it says Hoth across the back. So this was $29.99 on sale at the outlet, and then I ended up paying $27 with my Disney Visa discount. So this one I had to have them like go into the back and find me one because they didn't have my size out on the floor. And so I asked one of the cast members if they had any more in the back, and she checked and was able to find me one in my size. So that's the other thing, like if you're shopping at the outlet and you see a shirt or something that you really, really like and you don't see your size out on the floor, sometimes they do have some more stock in the back that they just haven't put out yet. So always ask if they have something that you're looking for in the back of the store, and you never know, they might actually end up having it. So that was everything that I got from my Disney store outlet trip at the beginning of the month. And then I went the other day because I had seen, I forget what channel it was, but maybe it was Ohana Adventures, was sharing on their Insta story that they were shopping at the outlets in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and they had like a whole bunch of really cool pins and just a whole bunch of really cool things at that outlet that looked like they had like just come in. And so I was wondering if maybe my outlet would have gotten those things as well. So the next day, took a little road trip with my mom down to the outlets to see what they had gotten, because I figured like they're very close by that outlet. So I was thinking maybe all the ones in the area got shipments recently if this one did. So it looked like ours maybe had gotten their shipment like a couple of days before, or maybe it's just a more popular store and like got cleaned out a little bit, because they didn't have quite as much as that outlet did, but they did have a lot of stuff that I had seen them posting on Instagram that I'd wanted. So I was able to get so much stuff that I am super excited about. So let's jump into this little haul from last weekend. So first up are these Disney Rewind little popcorn mystery box things. So me and my partner purchased these before, and I think that these are something that came from like the UK or something originally, because something about the packaging the last time made me think that they were originally from the UK. But they really only have these at the outlet, I think. I don't think I've ever seen them at the actual Disney store, but they are just little mystery figurines, and this is series 2 of them. So my partner asked if I could pick them up a couple. So yeah, we'll see who they end up getting. I have 2 boxes for them, and they were $8.99 a piece. And I am just realizing now from looking at the side, apparently the little popcorn like top here is supposed to be like a stand that you can use, and like you put the card, there's like a little card that comes with it, and then you put the card in there as like a background for the display. And I'm so stupid because I have one of Merlin from The Sword in the Stone, and I like threw the box out because I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do with the box? Use it as a stand, duh. Up next are just some full price items that I was able to get. So these are the Marvel mystery keys. So I got 4 boxes. I didn't know if I necessarily wanted to get 6, because I don't know if I want every single one. I definitely want the Scarlet Witch one. I want the Captain America one. There's a Loki one that I want. So I don't know. We'll see. There are only 5 options, and I don't think I really care for the sword one too much, so hopefully I can get the other 4. But yeah, we'll see which ones I get. I think these were $12.99 a piece, and I was surprised that the outlet actually had them and like had them left, but they did, so I was able to grab a few while I was there. Another full price item that I was able to get is the Father's Day 2021 pin, and this one I had to pick up because it featured Tiana and her father making gumbo, and she has a little crown on and he's holding her in the kitchen, and it's just so cute and sweet. The relationship between Tiana and her father in the beginning of Princess and the Frog is just something that's so like sweet to me and makes me really emotional, and I love it. And so I had to pick up this pin. It'll be great for my Princess and the Frog collection, and this one was $15.99, and it is a limited release pin that is also available at the Disney parks, which I was like so shocked that it made it to the Disney stores in general, and then especially to a Disney store outlet, but it did. So I'm wondering if they're going to do this a lot more with like some limited release pins now, instead of like, and have mostly limited editions just at the parks. I'll be really interested to see what else they do with that. But yeah, this pin is just absolutely gorgeous and it's so adorable, so I had to pick it up. Okay, and then I have literally like a whole stack of pins here. They had so many good pins at the outlet they weren't super discounted, which was kind of disappointing. They were maybe like $2 to $3 cheaper than they would have been in the parks, but just due to like what pins they are and that they were ones that I would have purchased anyway, like was looking to purchase back when they first came out, but just didn't want to like pay extra for a park pickup, I figured it was worth it to just pick them up while they were here. So first up is another pin for my partner actually, and it is this Rescuers Down Under 30-year anniversary pin from, these came out in 2020, I believe. And now we have the ice cream man going by. But yeah, so it says Rescuers Down Under, celebrating 30 years. I paid $15.99 for this, and it is an LE pin. I don't know who these characters are. I have not seen the Rescuers, possibly ever, but if not, definitely not. If I have, like, it's definitely not been since I was a very little kid that I saw it, so I don't honestly remember anybody's names. I know that there's like Bianca and something, I think. I don't know. This pin was originally $19.99. And I got it for $15.99, so about $4 off, so not the worst. And then this is a limited edition of 4,000. Hopefully it's focusing. Next up, I was able to find one of the Tangled 10th anniversary pins from 2020. So they had all of them, but the one that I picked up was the one of Rapunzel and Pascal, where Pascal is in Rapunzel's little outfit. I just thought that this pin was so hilarious, and I had really wanted it at the time that all of the Rapunzel, all the Tangled 10th anniversary pins came out, but I just like could not bring myself to buy them because I would have wanted all of them, and I just was like, nope, don't do it, Jess. You have bought so many things recently, so you don't need these pins. And this was originally $9.99, and then again I paid $15.99 for it. And then here's a closer look of the pin up off of the backer card. And then here's the back. This was a limited edition of 3,000. And yes, this is just a gorgeous pin on pin design here, and I absolutely love it. Rapunzel looks adorable, and Pascal is just so funny. I think that they captured these characters perfectly and the scene perfectly on this pin. So that is why that is the one I ended up going with. Up next is a set of LE Nightmare Before Christmas pins that came out around Christmas time last year. So the first one here features Jack Skellington and a Christmas tree and some presents. And then Jack is like a movable element, so you can bend him down like he's putting the present down under the tree. And they came on these adorable little like ornament, like Christmas light shaped backer cards, which is super cute. And then this is originally $17.99, and I paid $13.99. And then this pin is an LE of 5,000. I don't know if that's showing up very well on camera, but it is an LE of 5,000. Up next in that set, we have this pin of Jack with a little spider web that like spins around as a little spinner element on there. It's kind of like when he makes the little, he tries to make the paper snowflake, and he ends up making it into like a spider on a spider web. So that's what that is that he's holding, and it spins around on the pin. And then this one was the same price, $13.99. And then this one is also an LE of 5,000, but the way that it says it is like so weird. This is like kind of a janky pin on the back. It says limited edition of 5,000, and like the limited edition is like in the little border like it usually is, and then it just says like of 5,000 like stamped across the bottom. I don't know how well that's coming up, but that's like really weird. And then the third pin in this set is just Jack in a little wreath. I love this one. He has like Christmas lights tangled on him, and he just looks like really distressed. And the glitter elements on the wreath are just absolutely adorable. And okay, I thought so. So taking it off the backer card, it becomes more clear that this blue detail in the center of the wreath is a stained glass detail. You can see it from the back of the pin here. And then this one is also an LE of 5,000. And then last but not least, they had the pass holder exclusive like little completer for this set as well. So this one is just Jack holding a snowflake. This kind of reminds me of the What's This scene. And there's just like a little red bow at the bottom of the pin. I thought this was so gorgeous, and I love the snow falling behind Jack. Again, this whole series of pins were pins that I wanted when they came out around Christmas last year, but because of just some other sets that I was trying to complete and pins that I needed to get picked up, I never ended up getting these. So I'm super excited to see that they ended up at the outlets, and when I saw that they had all the Christmas stuff discounted, but they still had these like hanging around, I was hoping that maybe they'd end up at the outlets. So yeah, super excited there that I was able to get my hands on this series of pins. And then this one is obviously another limited edition, and this one is also LE of 5,000, and this was an annual pass holder exclusive, so you do have the little AP logo there. And then last was a bunch of Star Wars pins. So I think that all of these were pins that were released on May the 4th last year, because I believe that this first one definitely was. So this is a limited release Clone Wars pin, and it features all the different clone helmets. You have, I believe that's Rex, and then I honestly don't know who any of the other ones are, but this one is definitely Rex's helmet. I just can't remember which helmet goes with which clone trooper other than Rex. But yeah, so this one I passed up on when all the May the 4th stuff came out. I might have actually missed it on Shop Disney when it dropped, and so I just never got it, but then they somehow ended up with it on at the Disney outlet for $12.99 when they were originally $15.99. So yeah, I thought, why the heck not? I've become really obsessed with the Clone Wars. I don't think I had watched the Clone Wars at that point either, was the thing. Or maybe I was like in the middle of watching it, so I wasn't like super attached yet to the idea of like getting this pin. But then now that I've seen the Clone Wars, I'm obsessed with it, and I'm watching and loving the Bad Batch right now, so like I think that it just kind of got me where I was like, I should probably pick up this pin while they have it. But yeah, it's super cool. It's a little bit flawed. None of the ones that they had there were like super perfect. I'm wondering if it looks like there's like a white mark on the blue like background enamel there. I'm wondering if maybe it's just like a smudge or dirt that I could like kind of wipe off if I tried to clean it a little bit. But it was like the best looking one out of all the ones there. And then up next are 3 pins from the Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary pin releases, which again, I think it all happened on May the 4th last year. That might be why there wasn't as many pins on May the 4th this year, because there wasn't a big like movie anniversary this year. But these pins were ones that I had seen and just never picked up, and while they had them on sale and they were at the outlet, I figured why the heck not. So these were all the ones with the little like screen printed movie scene in them, and it has the little Empire Strikes Back 40th logo. So this one here is Chewie running around with C-3PO on his back after he's been like broken into a million pieces. And so these were originally $7.99. I paid $13.99 per pin for these, and they are a limited edition of 3,000. So then here's what the backs of these look like, just like this matte, like gunmetal finish to them with all the Star Wars logos and everything. And then the little 40th anniversary logo is kind of like a pin on pin element there. And then here we have Luke and Yoda when he's on Dagobah. And then we have Darth Vader during the iconic I Am Your Father scene. So this is the one that I wanted the most out of the 3, and then I just figured I might as well just pick them all up while I'm here, because I was gonna regret probably if I didn't get the like all 3 of them. So I just picked them all up, and I'm super excited to add them into my Star Wars pin collection, and I'm super surprised I get like to see them, because I felt like they were May the 4th items last year, and then I figured that they totally would have sold out at this point, or have been at like the character warehouses and sold out. So I'm surprised to see things like this ending up in the outlets, but I'm super excited at just like all of the really good things that I've been able to find lately at the outlet. And then the very last item that I have to show for this haul is not an outlet like discounted item. It's just a regular Disney store item, but I did get a little Machiavelli plush from Luca. So they dropped like a whole bunch of merchandise for Luca already ahead of the release next month on Disney Plus. And the minute I saw this plush of this little cat, I knew that I had to have him, because he, like, look at him. He is chunky, first of all. And he is just like this chunky, grumpy little Italian cat. And I just felt like he was just perfect and just needed to be with me. So I'm super excited for Luca. I really have a feeling that I'm gonna love this movie. Before even seeing it, I love that it is like, they're like sea monsters, and then they come up onto land to try to have like a summer with the humans kind of a thing. But I saw him, and like seeing him in the trailers, I just love him, and his attitude and just everything about him is just so relatable and such a mood. And I feel like I don't know, he just looks like just what you think of when you think of a grumpy old Italian man, but like in cat form. So this is like, you know, this is like half of my family looks like this cat, just in human form. So I had to have this little plush, and my mom was nice enough to buy him for me. So he was $16.99 from the Disney outlet / if you find him in your local Disney store. And then here's like a little tag with Disney Pixar Luca, Machiavelli. So yeah, my mom was like, if you don't get him and then this movie comes out and people really love this movie, then you're never going to be able to find this cat ever again. And I was like, you know what, you're probably right. So she decided to buy him for me. So here he is. He is so cute. Because I was like, you know what, I'm buying so many pins, like I really shouldn't spend more money right now on like another thing, and I definitely don't need another plush in my life. But you know, sometimes moms just do the mom thing and spoil you and treat you to things that you don't really need. So even at 26 years old, or almost 26 years old. So yeah, that is my Disney Store outlet haul. This is everything that I bought at the Disney outlet in the month of May. I really need to not go to the Disney outlet anymore because I spent so much money this month. But I got some really cool things. Stay tuned for an unboxing of those Marvel keys. Hopefully I get some good ones. We'll have to see. The lady literally like put them all of the ones that they had left in the store on the counter and let me pick which ones I wanted, which I appreciated because, and I totally understand, because I'm sure that there are people that like buy them and open them right there and then like will get mad at the employees if they don't get a good one. So then that way it's like, nope, you pick the box yourself. You have nobody but yourself to blame for your terrible pulls. So thank you for leaving me nobody else to blame but myself. But yeah, so comment down below if you have a Disney outlet near you, what cool things you have found there recently, or what other like cool discount Disney finds you've found. I've heard that Burlington, like Burlington Coat Factory, has Disney items. I've seen people post that they found ears like super discounted there, and some other like parks merchandise. So I'm really like, the fact that things ended up in a Five Below and then ended up in a Burlington, like I'm wondering if Disney is like experimenting with the idea of like shipping out their old parks merchandise to other stores, because they already have like that Target Disney store deal, and they made like the Galaxy's Edge deal where they were selling some like Galaxy's Edge merch at Target, and then like they have some other just like Disney merchandise and Disney store merchandise in a few Targets. So like I wonder if they're gonna slowly start to like just do that, where they make deals with stores and brands to kind of like push merchandise, like Disney merchandise, into the stores that probably would have been on Shop Disney or at the Disney store, and then just shut down all like the physical retail locations outside of the parks. And then like you could go to like Burlington for like Disney outlet items, if that makes any sense. I don't know, like I feel like that's kind of the direction that they're going to be going in, and I don't really like it. Like, as much as I want to go and try to find these items, because they had some like pretty cool pairs of ears, it looked like, I also like, I don't want them to close all the physical like Disney retail locations, but that seems like it's where we're going. They just announced that they're closing 2 more Disney stores in New Jersey, which aren't too far from me. One is in Bridgewater and one is in Cherry Hill. So that leaves maybe like 4 more Disney stores in the state left, which is kind of upsetting. So, and then the outlet. So I think there's 2 outlets actually. So maybe there's like 6 or 8 stores left. But like, it's just upsetting and it's disappointing. And like, I love going to the Disney store, and it's just such a magical place. And I love being able to like go and physically like look at all this Disney merch and buy it, and go for like limited edition releases and stuff like that. And like the community that is built around stuff like that, when you find like actual nice people who aren't crazy scalpers trying to buy these things, and you can just have like a nice conversation about Disney stuff and your passion and whatever, and like they're kind of killing all that, so it's kind of upsetting. But anyway, tangent over. Let me know what you found at your local Disney store outlets lately, what your favorite thing that I showed in this haul was. Did you pick up any of these same things that I was able to find, or are you gonna go run to your Disney outlet now that I have shared this haul with you and see what you can find at your outlet, let me know. I would love to talk about it down below. If you like this video, please give it a huge thumbs up. That really helps me out so much. And subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so that you can come get stuck in the Upside Down with me again soon. And if you like what I do here and you want to see and hear more of me, you can go follow me over on Instagram at Upside Down Disney. It's always linked in the description below. And as always, I hope that you guys are having a magical week, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.